went one way and realised he was going the wrong way.
Thank you. The first frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
It's Ronnie then who plays
now, please.
the first shot in the first frame of this semi-final. Hasn't covered that red to the right corner, but look at the black. Ronnie's having a quick glance up at the monitor, so he will see what you're saying, that the black is tied up. Well, there's the tournament pot success rate. Now that is a bit special. 93% from Ronnie O'Sullivan, 92% from Matthew Stevens. That's how well Matthew's been playing. And there's the long pot success rate. Matthew ahead in that. Interesting. Ooh, nearly flipped it. I've been watching the match this afternoon, Willie, and this table seems to be flying the cloth very quick.
Yeah, the first two frames of the afternoon session, neither player, either Maguire or Ali Carter, could get the pace at all. I'm sure these two players will struggle for a little while until they get their hands on the table. Been a bit fortunate there, Matthew. The red has gone into baulk and it's covered it with the brown. So unless he cuts this in, he's going to be in a bit of trouble getting it safe here. So just playing a negative safety. Couldn't do anything about that.
It's just gone a bit awkward, that red up the other end of the table. The one that Matthew attempted into the right corner, how it finished up there is amazing. That's partially cleared the black. Ronnie wishes he can remove the other red and the black will be in the open.
Probably noticed Matthew having a chat with the referee a few moments ago, Dennis, and Ronnie has now. I think there's a little bit of a buzzing noise coming from somewhere in the lighting rig, and they're trying to sort it out at the moment, I think. Not necessarily from the lights, but from probably the... Oh, that's a fluke. It was something that's putting them off.
Well, Willie, I hope these two players are going to buzz here in this semi-final. It is going to be fascinating. Matthew Stevens at one stage in the tournament was playing equally as well as Ronnie O'Sullivan. So the early frames are going to give us an indication of who's going to start this semi-final, the better.
They're looking at the possible three-ball plant in off the other red, but that looks a little bit dangerous. I'm surprised he's not playing off it just thin and playing the white in ball. He'll cover it with the green. So there's the red going up towards that other red. He thought he could pot it, and he hasn't. And at first glance, I think he's left this.
Yeah, he didn't get the white across behind the black as he intended. So a chance for Ronnie to pot the opening red. And cannon into the other red, so not guaranteed to get on one of those balk colours. That was about the best he could manage.
No, it's really loud. She's made the phone call through. We're trying to find.
Yeah, there's something really loud. I'm not sure what it is.
The whistling. That's what we're trying to find out. You make another phone call, McKay.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether it is just something backstage that's making a buzzing noise.
We can't pick it up on our microphones here, Dennis. So it's getting louder, apparently, Brendan Moore suggests.
Of course, it is a little bit off-putting, isn't it? It's so quiet in the Crucible Theatre. Any noise like that is very off-putting.
It's gone.
But they found the switch, the magic switch that switched that noise off, whatever it was. So now time for Ronnie to relax. Not easy to get onto a red here, because when the green goes back onto its spot, that'll make that red not available. So I don't know whether he's playing the yellow here. I can't quite tell from here. No, green. The black's available.
Four.
Oh, that was a beautiful positional shot.
5.
The two reds to the right. He's almost straight on the black. He should be able to screw back onto those. And off the black, it's a bit difficult the way the reds are just situated at the moment.
12.
Just looking to see where he could put the cue ball. He'd like to play on the blue, but he can't do it from this angle. But he does play
13.
this shot probably better than anyone in the game. Now, can he avoid sticking in the reds?
There's a nice little joint there, Dennis, isn't there? The two reds are spread. If you can get right in that joint, he should push one to the left-hand corner and the right-hand corner. He just missed the joint, and that's the reason he screwed back off them. Just hit the first red, the red on the left full ball. Just keep an eye on this, look. Just hit that full ball. He needed to hit it smack in the middle. He'd have got on a couple of reds then.
Well, he's looking for a safety shot, so there mustn't be anything available. I don't think that red goes up past the blue. Must be quite tight. That's very tight. If you're right in behind the red, you might take that on. And he's looking at it, and from this angle, he's going to put the white near the middle pocket so that it won't leave him an easy pot if he misses this, but he'll have to be so precise with this. Look at that gap there.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 20.
But have a look at the cue ball. No easy pot for Matthew. Good effort. Has he got a gap through to pot this one into the left corner? Good shot. Very good shot.
The red to the left of the pink he can play on here, and if he happens to overhit it, he'll be on another red into the same pocket. Probably best to play it off the green. He can stun around two cushions and get on that red. Decided to play the yellow, which, man, he could lose the white here. The green's certainly a lot easier to make sure of position. He's decided to play into them. That's very aggressive. Deserves to be on something, I suppose, and I don't think he's on anything. The bottom red will cut past the black, but that's a little bit unlucky, to be fair. Played that yellow very well.
Yeah, there is one red he could pot, that one, and he could cannon the other red and finish on the black. In fact, he might go close to knocking the other red into the right corner. That might be an option, so. He's just rubbing the cloth as if to say, oh, it is quick. I mean, he made sure of the pot. He could have played it with a little bit of screw and the white wouldn't have gone towards the black. Oh, this is a thin one. This is thin.
One he has to take on though, Dennis, isn't it? No safety shot, the red over the pocket. Got to go all out for this. Just play the little screw shot into the red just above it and hold the cue ball. No option but to go all out for this.
Well, the white's going to fly around the table because I don't think he can play a delicate little screw shot. He's got to hit it that thin that there's going to be quite a bit of pace on the cue ball. Oh dear. And that's.
Why was he playing with left hand side there? Why was he not just screwing it in there? He seemed to put a lot of side. We might see that again.
called the foul on himself there. So with the miscue, I didn't detect the foul. Let's have a look at this. It must have come back and just hit the tip again, so Matthew knew that.
Saw a massive amount of right-hand side he was pulling on, which was strange, made the black even harder than it already was. Ronnie will do really well to get onto a colour here. And if he bounces it in, the white will probably come off the table, so he's got to be a little bit careful. Just look at the side he's putting on this, Dennis. Right-hand side for some reason.
Yeah, you feel sometimes that it helps you to make the angle when you're cutting it back like that. But as you say, he's got to force this, so where's this cue ball going to finish, especially striking down on it like that? Now that could be a little bit awkward, because he was on the blue, but the red's going to be slightly in his way. Doesn't have to do much with the cue ball if he pots the blue. As long as he can cue to the middle of the cue ball, he should be all right. Beautiful.
We'll have to play for the blue or bought colour again, though. Swing it around 2 cushions because the pink and black are out of commission at the moment. Just needs to move one red and then the black will come into play.
That's not hard enough.
7.
Because the red doesn't pass the green and it doesn't pass the brown. So he's going to swing this in and out of the bulk area. He'd have to be very precise. He doesn't want to slip past the brown. End of break. Unless
12.
he can get past the blue to take on a very difficult pot into the right corner.
Yeah, the pace was strange there, wasn't it? Ronnie decided obviously to kiss the brown, to leave the red in the middle. It's one of those cannons you would get playing it firm.
Just playing the safety shot here.
There's the cue ball going. There's love side on this one. With that amount of side on Dennis, I thought he was going to go in, didn't you?
I don't know what everyone was worried about. There was never a problem with that dropping it. Let's have another look at this. Just caught the jaw. That's a pretty big shot. Of course, Matthew, no stranger to the one table setup at the Crucible. Although it's 2005 since he's been to the one table, and there it is. That's when, well, every snooker player's dream is to play here at the Crucible with the one table in the middle. And he did it, Matthew, on 5 out of 6 years he was here at the one table setup. Runner-up twice in 3 semi-finals. Nice to see him back where he belongs.
Yes, he burst onto the scene at the same time as the great late Paul Hunter. And they were very, very close friends. And Paul's father's sitting right on the front row as well, watching this opening session. And Matthew and Paul travelled together, roomed together, sometimes went on holiday together. And he would have been so proud to see Matthew get here for the second time. And there's Mr. Hunter himself.
Yeah, Alan was here the other day. The Leeds City Council had a great brand new double-decker bus worth £3,000 with Paul's name